My guest today is Dr. Christian Thomas, co-author of a study into a new blood test known as CancerSeek. Dr. Thomas, can you tell us what led to the study?
Diagnosis for many cancers is a long and challenging process. Cancer remains one of the leading causes of death all around the world, and it's estimated that by 2030, the number of cancer deaths will almost double. So early diagnosis is crucial to reducing cancer-related deaths. That is, the earlier the disease is diagnosed, the higher the chances of treatment success. But sadly, many aren't caught until the later stages, and this is largely due to a lack of fast and effective diagnostic tools, and that's where research is vital. So that prompted our team to test the latest research on a relatively small group of people, and the findings have been quite encouraging. It could potentially bring us closer to a quick, simple way to detect cancer in its early stages.
Can you give us more details and perhaps explain the importance of the test?
Sure. The test is called CancerSeek, and it's a unique, non-invasive test that simultaneously evaluates levels of 8 cancer proteins and the presence of cancer gene mutations from circulating DNA in the blood. It's aimed at screening for 8 common cancer types that account for more than 60% of cancer deaths. In fact, 5 of the cancers covered by the test currently have no screening test at all, so that alone gives an indication of its significance to the medical world. The use of a combination of selected biomarkers for early detection also has the potential to change the way we screen for cancer, and it's based on the same rationale for using combinations of drugs to treat cancers. Circulating tumour DNA mutations can be highly specific markers for cancer. So, to capitalise on this, we sought to develop a small yet robust panel that could detect at least one mutation in the vast majority of cancers.
What kind of success rates has it shown in detecting cancer?
It's been a very positive study. From 812 healthy controls, it produced only 7 false positive results, so that was very encouraging. The test itself was evaluated on 1,005 patients with non-metastatic stages 1 to 3 cancers of the ovary, liver, stomach, pancreas, esophagus, colorectum, lung and breast. The median overall sensitivity, or the ability to find cancer, was 70% and ranged from a high of 98% for ovarian cancer to a low of 33% for breast cancer. Still a reasonable result and above what we anticipated. For the 5 cancers that have no screening tests at present, which are ovarian, liver, stomach, pancreatic and esophageal cancers, sensitivity ranged from 69% to 98%.
That's very impressive. Your team must be very pleased. Is there any downside to the test?
Many of the most promising cancer treatments we have today only benefit a small minority of cancer patients, and we consider them major breakthroughs. If we are going to make progress in early cancer detection, we have to begin looking at it in a more realistic way, recognising that no test will detect all cancers. We may only be in the beginning stages, and although CancerSeek doesn't pick up every cancer, it identifies many more that would likely otherwise go undetected.
What impact are you expecting this to make right away on the general public?
This test represents the next step in changing the focus of cancer research from late-stage disease to early disease, which I believe will be critical to reducing cancer deaths in the long term. As I mentioned, CancerSeek is non-invasive, so can, in principle, be administered by primary care providers at the time of other routine blood work. This has the potential to substantially impact patients' current levels of access. Earlier detection provides many ways to improve outcomes for patients. Down the road, optimally, cancers would be detected early enough that they could be cured by surgery alone. But even cancers that are not curable by surgery alone will respond better to systemic therapies when there is less advanced disease.
And what about affordability for those undertaking the test?
We feel that a test that will be used routinely for cancer screening must have a cost in line with or less than other currently available screening tests for single cancers, such as a colonoscopy. For example, the average out-of-pocket expense for that procedure is anywhere between $1,000 and $3,000. We envision that the CancerSeek test will eventually cost less than $500. Of course, much larger studies of the test are currently underway, and cost can't be a determining factor over quality, but I'm very confident that we will be able to keep it at the estimated level.